First, how the summer of protests over immigration have been seen through the eyes of the next generation. ITV News has been speaking to those involved in the demonstrations, which have exposed deep divisions across the country. Tonight, in his third and final part of our series, Britain Inside the Divide, our correspondent John Ray heard young people's thoughts on questions of race, identity and belonging, and how they see the future of the country.
If persistence made a difference, the flags would have been packed up by now.
Cheers for the community in Stanwell. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip.
Instead, on a wet November night, the people of Stanwell are still marching, as they have for 100 days and counting, while the hotel on the edge of the village, housing single male asylum seekers, remains. Annabelle, aged just 11, is already a veteran of almost every protest. This is a movement that crosses generations.
This is for you, mate. Yeah.
But no one's been listening to us. It really makes me really scared because my mum said I'm not allowed to walk on the streets no more because of the men in there.
Some people say these protests are racist. What do you say to them?
Listen, I don't think it's racist. I have loads of friends, different race, and if this was racist, I wouldn't be here, standing here right now.
In Stanwell, they insist the issue is one of community safety and nothing more. But elsewhere, darker forces shelter under our flag.
These flags have been hoisted in cities, in towns and in villages across the land. But for young people in particular, it's not the real world, but the online world which is dominating this debate. And on social media, the truth can be elusive and great dangers can lurk.
I'm more worried now than I've absolutely ever been about extremism.
The far right is nothing new. For 20 years, Nigel Bromwich was a neo-Nazi activist.
We either get this right or we suffer the consequences later.
Now he works to reclaim young people who've fallen prey to extremists in a world changed by social media.
I often say, if somebody knocked your door and he's got a swastika armband on, and you had a son or daughter upstairs, you'd never open the door and say, oh yeah, go and talk to them upstairs. But because many parents don't know what their young people are looking at online, that's exactly what's happening.
At what point does a legitimate concern about immigration become a dangerous fixation with the far right?
I think when people start to get angry and frustrated, and then that leads then into hatred, and from the hatred then it moves into promoting violence against these individuals and families. This is happening 24/7. The young people can be talking to midnight, 2 AM, and then going to school afterwards. So it's impacting them across the board.
Whatever the next generation is watching, it is wondering and worrying where the protests leave us, what it means to be British, and what to make of that emblem that can divide and unite us.
When you see this, what does it make you feel?
Makes me feel pride, I'm proud of my country, we've been through a lot. It's diverse, not just one culture.
Some people don't agree with the flag, but that's my flag, and I'll always have pride with that flag.
When some people in this country see this flag, they think, that's not meant for me.
I can see how people might feel that way. I feel like the flag, it represents everyone in the country, and it's supposed to be very uniting and bringing everyone together. So I don't necessarily think the flag is at fault. I think it might just be certain groups of people.
Does it feel to you as if we become a more divided country?
Yeah, I do think so. I think there's half the country, they can't tolerate the people coming in, and I think you have to.
I feel like because of the racism and that, you get a bit put down and that. But I am quite optimistic about the future because there is opportunities.
It worries me that people can't feel that they can display their opinion, and I feel like as a united country that is something that we should have.
Are you an optimist or a pessimist, do you think?
I wouldn't say I'm optimistic or pessimistic. I'd go more the term hopeful, that there is a possibility that
this country could go up with the divide, and instead of pushing people further apart, bringing them more together.
I feel like we just need to be more tolerant towards each other.
Even though there might be division now, as long as like Britain works together as a whole, we can get through challenges and come back stronger in the future.
To me, it's not just about like one ethnicity or language. It's about guiding each other to where you all want to be in the future, because if you haven't got that, then you've got nothing.
These are big questions that will be hard to resolve, but they will persist even after the protests finally finish. John Ray, ITV News, Stanwell.
And if you want to read our series, Britain Inside the Divide, head to our website, itv.com/news.